Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Tuesday, August 18th, 2015, around 5:49 in the morning, Belleville, Massachusetts. Going to be another nice and sunny and warm and humid day. Get the ACs cranking. Put on the suntan lotion, the sunblock, and go to the beach or go to the pool to beat the heat, because it's going to be another hot one today. Some news to report: the Cleveland Indians beat the Boston Red Sox by the score of 8-2. Going to the Red Sox game tonight, so there's only going to be 2 video blogs today, but we'll make it up this weekend when I'll do 4. And it's Happy National Soft Ice Cream Day, so go to your favorite ice cream place, and if they have soft ice cream, order it. I bet some ice cream shops across the country is probably going to have some deals on soft ice cream. Maybe give some soft ice cream away for free. That's about it on the news. My first video subject of the day is my review of WWE SummerSlam 1990 pay-per-view that happened at the Philadelphia Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on August 27th, 1990. That's about 8 days away from the 25th anniversary of SummerSlam 1990. The main event was the Ultimate Warrior facing off against Ravishing Rick Rude in a steel cage match for the WWE title. Plus, it was another Hulk Hogan faced off against an Earthquake in his revenge match. Plus, there were other matches on the card. There was one match that was a dark match that was just shown to the Philadelphia crowd. It was Shane Douglas, his pre-franchise days. He defeated Playboy Buddy Rose. That was a dark match just for the Philadelphia crowd and stuff. And here's the matches that happened on the pay-per-view, which was called by Vince McMahon and Jesse and Rowdy Piper, who took the place of Jesse the Body Ventura, who left the WWE a few weeks prior. Gorilla Monsoon, who usually does play-by-play of WWE pay-per-views around this time, was recovering from a mild heart attack, so Vince took his place. This was the first time that Vince McMahon called a pay-per-view since WrestleMania 2, and here are the matches. The first match was a tag team match. It was Power and Glory, who were Paul Roma and Hercules. They formed a tag team over the summer of 1990, and they faced off against the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, during a match on Superstars of Wrestling. The Rockers tried to help out Paul Roma after he got injured, but Roma didn't need the help. And then Hercules came down, and they fought it, and they signed a match for this. Power and Glory got a manager, Slick, and before the match, Power and Glory attacked Shawn Michaels, injured his knee and stuff. Shawn Michaels was legitimately going for knee surgery, so they had to write that in the storyline. And Power and Glory just dominated Marty Jannetty and stuff. It was only about 6 minutes. They won with like a suplex and the off the top rope foot Roma. 1, 2, 3. The next match was for the Intercontinental Championship, WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, facing off against Mr. Perfect with Bobby the Brain Heenan in Perfect's corner. Originally, it was going to be Brutus the Barber Beefcake facing off against Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title. This is when Brutus the Barber Beefcake was going to win the Intercontinental Championship, but on July 4th, 1990, Brutus got into a parasailing accident that destroyed his face, so the Texas Tornado took over. This was about a 6-minute match and stuff. Perfect rammed himself into the ring post, and then Kerry Von Erich puts the claw into the skids pad for 1, 2, 3. Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, won new Intercontinental title. This probably was his best WWE match. The next match was Queen Sherry facing off against Sapphire. Queen Sherry's in the ring, but there's no sign of Sapphire, so the referee counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting Sapphire out. So Queen Sherry wins this match by a forfeit, and we'll know later on in the night what happened to Sapphire. Also, the next match was for the It was the Warlord with the Dr. Style Slick facing off against Tito Santana. Originally, it was going to be Tito Santana against Rick the Model Martel to blow off their feud, which started at WrestleMania 5. But the storyline says that Rick Martel had to go to Paris, France for a model contest, but Rick Martel was legitimately injured, so the Warlord took his place, and this was basically a little bit of a squash match. Warlord went about 6 minutes with the running power slam. Tito Santana was basically becoming jobber to the stars at this point of his career. Next match was 2 out of 3 falls for the WWE Tag Team Championship. It was a Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim Anvil Neidhart facing off against Demolition, Axe, Smash, and Crush, but WWE President Jack Tunney said only 2 members of Demolition had to be in the match. No third one interferes and stuff because they had the Freebird rule just to make it fair. It was Smash and Crush who were the 2 Demolition members. The first fall went till Demolition when they did the decapitation on Bret the Hitman Hart. Smash pinned Bret the Hitman Hart. Second fall, the Hart Foundation won when Crush interfered. When the Hart Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart were getting ready for the Hart attack and stuff. Midway through the third fall, Axe comes down to the ringside area and switches off with Crush and stuff, but the Legion of Doom, Hawk, and Animal catch the Demolition in the act, and they drive Axe away from that. That gets the Hart Foundation an advantage. They beat up on Demolition and put the Hart attack on them and clotheslines them, and then Bret pins Crush for 1, 2, 3, and the Hart Foundation become WWE Tag Team Champions for the second time. This was a great tag team match. The next match was Jake the Snake Roberts facing off against Bad News Brown. The storyline for this had Bad News Brown bought Harlem sewer rats and stuff inside a big container and boxing stuff, and he was saying in promos that the rats were going to eat Damien, Jake the Snake Roberts' snake, and they had a special guest referee for this match. It was the Big Boss Man. This was an awful match, about 4 or 5 minutes. Bad News Brown was disqualified for hitting Jake the Snake Roberts with the chair, but then afterwards Jake the Snake got Damien and stuff, and got Bad News Brown out of there. I think this was Bad News Brown's last WWE match because he got fired afterwards, because Vince McMahon made him a promise he was going to be WWE World Champion, but he said Vince lied to him. And during there was a segment before the next match. It was the Brother Love Show, and Sergeant Slaughter was on there. Nothing too spectacular about that. The next match was a tag team match. It was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Nikolai Volkov, who became kind of like American hero after turning on Boris Zukov, facing off against the Orient Express, who was Sato, and Tanaka with the devious one, Mr. Fuji, in their corner and stuff. This was like a typical tag team match. Duggan wins by giving the 3-point stance on Tanaka, about 7 minutes, but nothing too write home about. And the fans were happy to see Duggan and Volkov a tag team and stuff. The next match was Macho King Randy Savage facing off against the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. During the pay-per-view, Dusty Rhodes was trying to find Sapphire, which she was missing and stuff. All the face wrestlers says that they were going to help find Sapphire for them, but midway through the match, on the interview segment, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase announced to the crowd that he bought Sapphire, saying, the gift she was getting was from the $1 Million Man. Dusty was so sad and stuff. It was horrible. Macho Man takes this advantage and pins Dusty Rhodes 1, 2, 3. It was not great match and stuff. This was kind of the downside of Dusty Rhodes' WWE career because he was going to go back to WCW and book. The next match was a revenge match. It was the immortal Hulk Hogan with the Big Boss Man in his corner facing off against Earthquake with the Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart and Dino Bravo in his corner. This match was set up because Earthquake attacked Hulk Hogan on the Brother Love show several months prior on WWE Superstars and stuff, and they were saying Hulk Hogan's career was almost over because he suffered several earthquake splashes, but this was just to get him off television to film Suburban Commander. They had so many fans write to the Hulkster saying, "Get well soon, don't retire," and stuff like that. It's just to build up sympathy and stuff for him. He was fine. It was just to get him off television to do that movie. And this was, a typical Hogan match, back and forth. Lots of interference by Jimmy Hart and Dino Bravo, but Big Boss Man helped out a lot. Hogan wins this match by a count out and stuff. It was a decent match. And then the main event for the WWE World title, it was Ravishing Rick Rude with Bobby the Brain Heenan facing off against the Ultimate Warrior, the reigning WWE champion. This was to culminate their 2-year feud. And it was, a decent cage match and stuff. And the Warrior wins and stuff like that. Afterwards, he gets Bobby the Brain Heenan in the cage and beats Bobby the Brain Heenan up. It was pretty good and stuff. And that was it for the SummerSlam 1990 card. What did I think about this SummerSlam? It was probably better than the first two ones. I think I give it a B- and stuff. The Warrior Rick Rude cage match was pretty good. The Hulk Hogan Earthquake match was, solid. And the tag team match between the Hart Foundation and Demolition was pretty good. Those were 3 great matches. And the rest of the card, and the Texas Tornado and Mr. Perfect's WWE Intercontinental title match was pretty good, but the rest of the card still felt like kind of a glorified house show results, what you would see on like Philadelphia and like Madison Square Garden and Boston Garden during this time. But they were getting better with like SummerSlams at this point. Tomorrow I'm going to review SummerSlam 1991, a match made in heaven, a match made in hell. Have a good day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. One more video blog. It will be about Baseball Hall of Famer Craig Biggio. Keep calm, and I'm a Julie Wedding Guy. Molly Rosenblunt, a Fox 35 Rocks. And in the words of Sean Lucha, get out.